Hi everyone, it's Miriam. This is just a quick video giving you a few tips about small resin mixing cups. To start, this really mainly applies to small batches of resin for pieces that are just a few inches wide by a few inches. But if you're going to be mixing resin for canvases that are, let's say, 10 by 10 or 12 by 12 or even bigger, you'd be using bigger cups than these. But the reusable tip that I'll give at the end will definitely help. Now, these are just standard polypropylene medicine cups, and they're readily available at most drugstores, some dollar stores, Amazon, eBay, etc., for about $2 to $3 for 100 of them. Now, what makes them perfect for mixing small batches of resin is the fact that they already have varying, perfectly accurate measurements already marked on each one of them. And because they're polypropylene, resin won't permanently stick to them. Now, I prefer short, wide cups like these to the tall, narrow cups like those for a couple of reasons. One, these are less likely to tip over because they're wider and they have a shorter center of gravity. And a couple of them spread out make a great support for your canvases when you're pouring. And even if resin spills over and gets all messy and drips all underneath, it won't permanently stick to the cup. So when you lift your canvas up, you can just pop your cups right out of the messy goo that's developed in the bottom. Now, to make life easier, I use a Sharpie to mark off where my resin needs to hit on each cup. So let's say that I am going to mix 20 milliliters of resin, and I'm mixing a resin that is a 1-to-1 ratio resin, meaning that you add exactly the same amount of resin and hardener. Then I would just mark 10 and 20 on my cup, and I would pour my resin up to the 10, and then I would pour my hardener up to the 20. And I would then be able to mix right here in the same cup, rather than pouring into a cup, pouring this into another cup, etc., etc. Saves you time and cups. Since these are dirt cheap, they're certainly disposable. But for those happy to recycle, or someone running low on cups, or someone who uses bigger, more expensive cups, here's a tip. Leave your stick in your cups when you're done with your project and let them cure with the little bits of resin that are left in the cup. 24 hours later, you'll be able to use that stick to help pull out the remaining bits of resin that have cured in your cup. So what I do first is roll the cup between my fingers. That helps separate the cured resin from the polypropylene walls of the cup. And you get this sort of little satisfying crunchy sound too. And then I can just peel, well, this stick had already separated, but I can just peel the resin right out of the cup. And for the stick method, after doing the rolling and hearing all that crunching, I can then use the stick, wiggle, and pull out the resin from the cup. Now, there might be some still left in, but I can go in after that easily enough. So just roll till you hear the separating, and then pull. For sticky bits that are on the side of a cup, Scotch tape can help with that. So take a piece of tape, stick it onto the pieces of resin you're trying to get out, and then just pull. Resin does not want to stick to polypropylene, so it will release pretty easily if given enough encouragement. Admittedly, this may seem like a lot of trouble for cups that are only worth a few cents each, but in a pinch, if you're running low and it's 2 o'clock in the morning and you only have 3 cups left and they're all used, this can come in handy. Or if you're using lots of bigger cups that are more expensive or even bigger than those, this is a way to be able to reuse them. Anyway, I hope this helped. If you got something out of this, I would really appreciate a thumbs up, a comment telling me how it helped, and definitely subscribe. I will be sharing what I've learned over the years, and I'll be learning a few things right here on camera with you as I try new things that I know very little about. I hope you have a great day. Thank you for watching. Now go out and let your creative nature shine. Till next time, bye.